Napoli are 7 for 7 this season. Can anyone stop them? Biggest young star not named Erling Haaland looks set to leave Florence sooner rather than later. And Sergio Romero joins Venezia. This is Calcio. First of all, congratulations to France for winning the UEFA Nations League after overturning a deficit against Spain in the final played in Milan. Let's take a look at the scores from round 7 of matches before the international break. Venezia got a last-minute draw against Cagliari, while Salernitana got their first win of the season in the Serie A, a 1-0 win against Genoa. Juventus came out on top in the Derby della Mole with a 1-0 win against Torino. Inter came from behind to defeat Sassuolo, who took the lead with a Domenico Berardi penalty. Bologna shocked Lazio with a 3-0 win, and Hellas Verona won comfortably against Spezia. Sampdoria and Udinese played out an exciting draw, while Napoli made it 7 for 7 against Fiorentina. Roma dispatched Empoli 2-0, while Milan edged out Atalanta 3-2.
No change in the top 5 of the Serie A. Napoli still lead with a 100% record, followed by Milan and Inter with 19 and 17 points respectively. Roma still at 4th with 15 points, and Fiorentina at 12, even though they are the only top 5 team who lost this round. They were helped by other teams below them losing. The other end of the table shows a few changes, with Genoa still in 16th position even after that loss against Salernitana. Venezia, with that draw against Cagliari, moved up to 17th from 18th position. Salernitana, from dead last, are now at the 18th position, with Spezia at 19 and Cagliari at the bottom.
Napoli will look to extend their 100% winning record as they host a Torino side still without their injured captain Andrea Belotti. Belotti could only watch from the stands as they fell to Juventus in the Derby della Mole in the previous round. News is that with his contract running out at the end of the season and him refusing to sign a new one, Belotti will most likely be shipped out in January. Milan, who hasn't lost yet so far, will be hosting Hellas Verona, but there are some concerns in the goalkeeping department. Mike Maignan had to undergo surgery for his wrist after the pain he incurred from crashing into the post when he saved Mohamed Salah's penalty during the Rossoneri's clash with Liverpool in the UEFA Champions League. Third choice goalkeeper Alessandro Pizzari is currently out till January following a knee surgery, and only Romanian Ciprian Tatunasu is left. This has prompted Milan to look into free agent Antonio Mirante. Meanwhile, Hellas has not lost in their past 4 games, even beating Roma in the process after the appointment of new coach Igor Tudor. But this should not be too big of a problem for Milan to get all 3 points. City rivals Inter travel to the capital this weekend to face Lazio, still without the injured Ciro Immobile. He got injured in Lazio's match against Lokomotiv Moscow in the Europa League. The Nerazzurri are also unbeaten in the league but have drawn twice, once against Sampdoria and the other against Atalanta. Lazio, however, crashed and burned against Sinisa Mihailovic, Bologna in the previous round. This loss came on the back of the Derby della Capitale win against Roma. Inter will be without the injured Stefano Sensi, but they will still be too strong for the Aquilotti. Juventus has made steady progress up the table and is now occupying the 7th spot, tied on points with Lazio, Atalanta and Bologna. Alvaro Morata is out with an injury and Paulo Dybala is doubtful to start against Roma. Roma Mr. Jose Mourinho will be having a tough couple of weeks in which the Lupi's title contention will be put to the test. They'll be facing Juventus and then Napoli with a Europa Conference League match in between, and they will have to do so without Nicolo Zaniolo and Tammy Abraham, at least for the Juventus match. This will be the match to watch this week. Fiorentina has surprised everyone with their positive brand of football and sits 5th in the league after 7 matches. This is largely thanks to Vincenzo Italiano, who brought Spezia to Serie A from Serie B and then kept them there last season. But news of the Viola's young striker Dusan Vlahovic not wanting to sign a new contract after saying in pre-season that he will most definitely wreck the mood of the dressing room. The Arancione Verdi welcomed Sergio Romero to Venice. The Argentine was released by Manchester United in the summer, and this will be his second spell in Italy, previously playing for Sampdoria in Serie B in the 2011-2012 season and helping them gain promotion to the Serie A. Here are all this week's matchups. 18th and 19th place teams will open this week's round of matches as Spezia take on Salernitana. Lazio will face Inter Milan while Milan hosts Hellas Verona. Sampdoria travels to Sardinia for the match against bottom place Cagliari. Udinese will play Bologna at the Dacia Arena while Atalanta goes to Tuscany to face Empoli. League leaders Napoli will welcome Torino while Juventus will entertain Roma in Turin. Rounding up this week's matches will be a trip to the Lagoon for Fiorentina as they go up against Venezia. Before I sign off, I just want to say that racism has no place in football or anywhere for that matter. As a Fiorentina fan, I condemn the racist fan that called Koulibaly a racist slur. And I'm glad that the club has already identified him and banned him from the Franchi. General Manager Joe Barone had immediately gone to the Napoli dressing room to apologize after the incident. That is all we have for you this week. Grazie and arrivederci.